Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks, Dave. It's great to be here. In case you can't tell from my lovely accent, I grew up in the city of Boston. Thank you very much. My dad was a teacher for 40 years in the Boston public school system. My sister's a teacher in public schools today. I've been a public servant pretty much all my life, whether it's a teachers union or the steel workers. The moral of the story is the same. Our work and our family values have little meaning without fair protections that keep us all safe and healthy. Because at the end of the day, what is economic productivity worth if our water is too dirty to drink and our air is too dirty to breathe? That principle drives EPA's mission to protect public health and the environment. And today, that challenge continues to evolve. Times are changing. Newer, cleaner energy frontiers are being explored. And of course, the threat of climate change is becoming more and more real to all of us by the minute. Climate impacts are not just hurting our people and the planet first and foremost, they are a threat to our economy. You know how much disasters cost us in 2012 alone? $110 billion. That's a B as in billion. That's the second highest price tag in US history, and that's all off budget. What could we do with $110 billion? Early this month, Mr. Trumka talked about the terrible cost of inaction on climate, and he's absolutely right. He also said that the nation that goes all in on innovation today will own the global energy tomorrow. That's what this President Obama, said in his State of the Union. President Trumka, President Obama know what they are talking about. They agree on these issues. That's why we need to work together to explore creative approaches to meet our energy demands. That's why President Obama reiterated his commitment to climate action in the State of the Union. And we need to take action without sacrificing the health protections, without sacrificing jobs in our communities, and without sacrificing a reliable, affordable energy system. And we need to do it with every sensitivity to the workers that have brought energy to American families for decades. It's not just about jobs. It is about fairness. It is about communities where those workers live. And we need to be sensitive to those issues as we struggle to find the right solutions moving forward. That's what we did way back when we amended the Clean Air Act in the 90s. USW supported that action. The cynics at the time said that if we moved forward with amendments to the Clean Air Act, it would destroy manufacturing. But guess what? It didn't. Those amendments will pay out 30-to-1 in economic and health benefits by 2020. So we know that it's never been about choosing the economy and the environment. It has always been about choosing both. Don't take my word for it. Let's look at a little of the recent history. We worked arm in arm with industry, the UAW, consumer groups, and more to build historic fuel economy standards. Those standards are slashing 6 billion tons of carbon pollution from our environment. That's equal to the entire US output in 2010. It's saving families $8,000 at the pump over the life of those vehicles. It's promoting energy independence by reducing oil consumption by 12 billion barrels. And oh, by the way, we're selling more fuel-efficient American cars faster than ever before. Since Chrysler and GM emerged, Since Chrysler and GM emerged from bankruptcy in June of 2009, the auto industry has added more than 250,000 jobs. That is the best period of job growth in over a decade. And over the past 8 years, while all that has been happening, we've reduced our total carbon pollution more than any other nation on Earth. So go figure. An environmental rule helped fuel a resurgent auto industry. Everybody won in that scenario. When we work together, I fully believe, and we will show the world, that the sky is the limit for the United States of America. And when we step forward to tackle climate change, we will be sure to win in all of these areas, not just environmentally, but economically as well. We will win for the workers in this country if we work together. As you know, EPA proposed a carbon pollution standard for new power plants that's out for public comment now. And we are on track to propose common sense standards for existing power plants in June. We have done considerable outreach. If we haven't forced you on a conference call or to a meeting, you may be a unique individual in this room. Because we want to make sure that the standards will be flexible and will build on ongoing progress that is already being made at states and cities. In the end, they are a part of a broader picture that places more jobs and economic growth out in front. With a modern power sector, we are going to encourage clean energy investment that expands domestic industries and secures good-paying jobs here in the United States while making sure there is space for a diverse fuel supply. We'll protect public health and make sure folks are missing less work days, are dealing with fewer medical bills and lost wages, and that our communities are safer and more resilient than they've ever been before. We'll help unleash the power of American innovation. And that innovation will spur the technologies and industries of the future that will keep the United States the envy of the world. I am absolutely sure that by working together, we will seize the opportunity that lies in front of us. We simply cannot fail. Now, how do I know that? Because I know that you don't bet against the American worker. As President Obama so eloquently said in his State of the Union address, we all share the same motivation. When our kids look us in the eye and ask us, did we do everything we could to protect their health, their planet, and to promote new sources of energy, we want to be able to say loud and proud together, yes, we did. Thank you very much.